Now, I had this idea a while back when I started to play ZZZ for the very first time, which the game mechanics I really do enjoy with different styles of combats and specials. Not only that, it's also the game where luck is fading away from my side. This should be it. This should be it. If it's not, I'm gonna be so angry. Oh my god, thank god. I can do it. That.
It's a leader's duty to be on the front line.
You have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah. Flash forward to July 2034, this is where I question myself. What if, just a what if, LEGO X Zenless Zone 0? Isn't that something else, ladies and gentlemen?
We do not care.
Now, I know LEGO rarely does figures or sets based on anime related or even mature stuff, but I just couldn't help to imagine how would it look like in a minifigure style. That brings to 30th of July 2024 over at my Instagram page where I posted my very first minifigure based off Zenless Zone 0, which I was very happy how it turned out with the designs from head to the leg piece with this small journey of mine completing all the Zenless Zone 0 characters into minifigures. So why not we split them up? Over at my Instagram and Hoyoverse account, I posted a very small teaser of folding a new page into the world of C.Y.B.E.R Temple along with 6 minifigures, so like in total of the countdown for Lunar New Year or even Gilded Carrot Day. In this video, we will be taking a look at all the Yunkui Summit's character into minifigures. Welcome to C.Y.B.E.R Temple, my friends. For our very first figure in this series, we have our Shifu over at the C.Y.B.E.R Temple, one of the 3 in the Void Hunters, Yishwan herself. Now, I enjoy working on this figure not because of the designs of this figure, but the details of this character is straightforward without having any complex lines all over the outfit. Starting from the hairpiece, I gave her a brand new long hair sculpt in white, mixing some grey shades over the bottom of her hair, as well adding a black pin in circular designs on the hairpiece to represent the pin she wore all the times. Moving downward, for the face print, I gave her a gentle smile as well a new eye color in a mix of gold and yellow to give off a brighter shade for her eyes. Onto the main parts, for her torso, arms and leg pieces, I gave them a brand new printing design based off her outfit she wore in the game without complicating the designs into one small print. So I cut off some non-obvious design and fill up the spaces with the main parts of the outfit. It's tough to design complicated designs into one smaller piece, but I'm glad I was able to do that. To make it even more unique, I also designed the print on both sides of the torso, which kinda breaks the laws of LEGO design, but since it's art, gotta go for the most unique design ever. Furthermore, I also designed brand new shoe printing for her with the mix of grey, red and black, as well as some gold accessories on the top. Overall, even though it's a bit complicated to design her character into minifigure styles, but I managed to squeeze the design without over complicating them. Moving on to our super scary tiger who guards the door of the temple. For our next figure, we have the fearless tiger herself, Senior Fufu, who uses a brand new hair design with tiger ears with a mix of yellow and white colors across her hairpiece, as well adding details to the tiger ears to make it more natural. Moving to her face, I gave her a brand new face print with an open mouth along some small tooth to represent her roar, as well giving her green pupils for her eye designs. I tried my best to design the face print to give off a gentle and warm look to it, but might have accidentally made her too soft. Moving onwards, I gave her brand new torso, arms and leg printing to represent her uniform at the C.Y.B.E.R Temple, which uses yellow for the outer of the outfit and inner shirt uses dark grey with a tag that says Temple Master on duty for the day, which totally fits her character perfectly. As well, giving her dual short legs designed with shoes printing in darker blue. This time I didn't try to do the same as Yishwan with the side printing for the torso, as her outfit is just a simple yellow uniform with no over complex design. Lastly, I gave her a tailpiece in a mix-up yellow and white shade along a purple ribbon to match with her cuteness. Not to mention, I reused the claw piece but colored them in silver and yellow. That's all for our senior Fufu. Moving on, we have the head chef for the temple. The third figure in the list, we have the main chef in the temple. We have Senior Yinhu. For this figure, I used the big fig structure for this figure, as a normal minifigure won't be able to work with a huge panda like him, so I designed a brand new head mold for him with the pan head in silver color with some extra bells around the head. I had this idea when I saw Sandy figure from Monkey Kid, which that is where I got my inspiration from. I also added a brand new print on the torso with his C.Y.B.E.R temple uniform, as well the text and patterns around his uniforms. Not only that, I also designed a brand new leg printing for him too, with a lighter gray shade to match his pants and as well his toes on the bottom part too. For his arms, I didn't give anything printing to that since it's just plain gray for his uniform. Now, I do want to redesign this guy in the future because thanks to 39 Minifig Workshop, one of my friend over at my Instagram page, which I put his IG page at the description below, he also designs Zenless characters into actual figures, which he also sells it over his website. Anyways, he gave me one idea for Yinhu belly mode, which I can use Goblin King mode for it. I never thought that the figure actually somehow can match the structure for Yinhu, so shout out to him for letting me know. And that's all for this big guy. In the future, I will try to come back to redesign some figures to make some improvement, which on one of them is definitely Yinhu. Now, moving on to the man who has been seeking for the answers of solving the Qingming Sword side effects, and also a brother to one member in the Void Hunters. Our fourth figure is the man who has been searching for the cure for the Qingming Sword and a brother to a member of Void Hunter, Senior Ye. Just want to share a cool thing that happened to me when I posted this over at my Twitter page. The English voice actor for Shiyuan actually liked my post and reposted, which is pretty awesome, and I definitely will remember this moment. Thank you for that. Also, if you haven't followed my Twitter page, what are you waiting for? Just go follow my Twitter page, and I might even interact with you guys over there if I'm taking a small break from YouTube. Which this time I have designed both versions for him, one being his casual appearance and another will be his true form. His casual appearance uses a brand new hair sculpt with a brand new head print, which have dark red pupils onto it. Not to mention, this is the first figure where I started to design more figures eye color onto their pupils instead of designing onto the white parts. Moving on, I also designed a brand new torso, arms, and leg printing for this man, which also uses the same uniform design from other Yunkui Summit members. For his pants design, I use antique white color with some line details over the print to give up a simple design. Not only that, I also designed a brand new shoe design for him in both black and white, as well adding a tailpiece for him to match with his tyrant species, which is a horse tyrant, and perfect to release him this year since this year is a horse year. As for his true form, I would like to call him in his edgy blade form, which he used the same pants design from the casual outfit, except this time there is a dark grey belt with red straps on top of the belt, as well giving a brand new torso print and arms printing to match with his outfit he wore in the boss fight. Plus, I recolored his tail to black to match with his dark aura around his in-game, as well giving him a new face print with a brand new hair sculpt, along giving him a brand new sword sculpt that he used during the boss fight back in version 2.4. And that's pretty much for him. Now let's move on to our final figure for this project. Last figure for this project would be our Qingming Sword wielder, a member of Void Hunter and a sister to Senior Ye, Shunguang. Shiauang is the longest figure I ever took to design, which usually it took me around 4 hours to design on, but this took me almost 7 hours, which don't worry, I did take a small break while working on this before you all comment that I need to rest. This figure uses a brand new hair sculpt with red ribbons at the back piece, along some hairpins attached onto the hair sculpt too. I also designed a brand new face print using the pupil design that I mentioned in Senior Year, but this time in brighter red with a darker shade of red at the bottom, as well a gentle smile to give off her happy expression throughout the story and side missions. Moving down, she had a brand new torso, arms and leg printing for her, which this time is mostly just white and peach color across the design. Nothing too complicated, but the only difficult part is the line work, which there is a lot of patterns to our outfit. I try my best not to complex the patterns around her torso and try to split it onto the hip piece instead of combining all into the torso print. As well, some line work on the hand piece too, which you can notice that most of my figures are done on this video. Not only that, I also added the same tailpiece as Senior Year, a brand new sword sculpt with the new design in silver to represent her Qingming sword. Now I know her drip marketing wasn't holding the Qingming sword and keeping it in the case, but I just want to showcase her with the Qingming sword just to flex. And that's all for the figures for this project. Let's move on to the conclusion. Before I say anything, I would like to thank everyone for the support over the past few days, whether it's over my Instagram page, or even Twitter, or even Hoyoverse, which seeing you all enjoy these works makes me want to keep going and finish all the figures in the entire game. If you do want to see more Zenless, I already post some stuff over both of my Twitter and Instagram, which recently I finished posting all the members from Spook Shacks, and you can totally go ahead and check them out. Let's take one last look at the figures. We have Yishwan, Senior Fufu, Senior Yinhu, Senior Ye, and Shiauang. That brings us to the end of this video, which if you want to see more or even share some suggestions for me to work on, I'm always open to any suggestion as long as appropriate to the content. By the time I finish recording this video, I already finished the figures, which some of you guys requested over at my Instagram a few months ago, and I'll definitely post them one day. And that's pretty much all. Thank you all for watching. Do subscribe for more content like this or even stop motion in the future, as we are currently on the road to 2K subs. 新年快乐 to everyone who's celebrating, including myself, and I'll catch you all on my next video. This is C.Y.B.E.R signing off. See ya, boys and girls.